Greetings and welcome, soul family, soul tribe. It is your girl, the goddess Akasha, the energetic alchemist, and all are welcome. Um, I have just some downloads that I got as I was meditating with my ancestors, spirit guides, my higher self, and I thought I'd come and share because that's what we're here for, soul family. To heal, raise our vibrations, and become the manifesting beast that we were created to be. Ashe, I say. Ashe, I say. Please like, comment, share your experiences, any other knowledge, as we're all in this together. And I appreciate it. Just stick with it. It will grow. And on that note, I'd like to call the elements: earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether. I would like to call the energies from the four directions: north, south, east, and west. And I would like to take the time out to thank the ancestors, known and unknown, for the things that they have done, are doing, and will do in the future, seen and unseen. Ashe, I say. Ashe, I say. Again, it's the goddess Akasha. Please like, share, it's my eagle feather, and comment. All right. So I was getting a download today, and I wanted to talk about shape shifting. Now I do understand that, the media and Hollywood or whatever describes shape shifting as some kind of evil thing, some kind of lizard, or witchcraft, taboo type of things. But as we as alchemists, we here as soul family, what we are here to understand is there is always infinite possibilities as well as infinite combinations of those possibilities. For instance, let me just give you a simple example out of the elements. If you take fire, right, and you put it with water, there are two possibilities that can happen with that, depending on how much water, how much fire, how hot the fire. And those are just deeper mathematical algebraic expressions. But on the surface level, water could put out fire. But fire, if it's enough fire and the water is contained, then the fire will boil the water. And it would shapeshift from being liquid water to steam, right? Or if you take heat away and drop the temperature, then the water will shapeshift, right? And become ice, solid. So sometimes it's just that simple, but we are not taught these things. I say, I thank the ancestors for the divine messages, because we gonna figure this out. So, what is shape-shifting? Shape-shifting is manipulation of your auric or aura field. Well, what is your aura field? Okay. Well, we're going to go back to the universal laws, right? The law of vibration. Everything vibrates, right? What is vibration? Vibration is a form of energy, movement, heat, right? It's a form of energy. Or, so if everything is vibrating and we're all really energy, like the real you is energy. This body is like the latest model of a car, right? You buy the car, it's great, it's wonderful. You ride it around, and then years later, eventually the car deteriorates, right? It gets old and it stops working. So what do? Right? You get rid of that car and you get a new one. Okay? We are spirits living in a material world, not material, living in trying to be spiritual. And that's my only issue. And this is personal. I don't knock anybody. I welcome everyone. I don't know everything. And I'm certainly not, a divine judge or anything. But this is why I don't really care for religion, even though I will absorb any knowledge that is true in fact. But I don't like the parameters. I don't like the limits. And I also don't believe that I'm a human seeking a spiritual experience. The real me is a spirit, and I'm having a human experience. You see? And that's just my, idea about it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or trying to force it down anybody's throat. I actually would invite you to comment and give us your opinion. I might learn something. We're all here to learn together. We're all master teachers. We all have knowledge because we're all part of the all. The all and the universe is mental, right? And thoughts, right? So we all are co-creators and all gods. So we all have things to offer, teach, and learn. Even when we make mistakes, we learn what not to do. And sometimes learning what not to do is the beginning of knowing what to do. Right? Exactly. So, shape-shifting is a manipulation of your auric field or your energy signatures, your light code, aura. Now, when people look and say, oh, they have a beautiful aura, or people that can read auras, they will see colors, light codes, right? Light codes that correspond not only with your chakras, but in pure light, if you put it in a prism, you see what? A rainbow. The same chakra colors. These are light codes, and each light code has a vibration. And so wherever you're vibrating or whatever you're resonating with comes out in your aura. But as co-creators and as energetic alchemists, since we're all energy, right? Everything is energy. You can change that. You can shift that, right? You could go from a lower vibration or a shorter shorter wavelength to a longer one, longer wavelength to a shorter one with short dips to one with deep dips. See what I'm saying? And so, shape-shifting would change you into something different from who or what you currently are. So it's just that simple. It's just that simple. And you can do it using any form you want. It could be, and remember, because we live in the law of three, and I say that because we're on the third planet, right? We have three parts to our minds: the subconscious, the conscious, and the superconscious. We have three parts that make us up: mind, body, and soul. Right? So when we're talking about doing things in this dimension or grounding things, we always have to deal with that law of three. And so with that, let's look at shape-shifting. You could shape-shift yourself, your physical self, right? Which would be easy. I'm not going to say it would be easy, but to give you an example, is someone who gets up every day, right? Meditate and tells himself, I'm going to go out, I'm going to work out, I'm going to drink water, I'm going to eat clean, right? And eventually they will shapeshift. They will get healthy, right? Their body will be fit. Their organs will work better. And a lot of things will transform within them. Well, that's shape-shifting too. It's physical shape-shifting. And even though the physical may be like on the lower plane, it's still a form of the same thing. You're still manipulating the auric field. So now that we know we have three parts. So you can shape-shift spiritually. For instance, and this is where like your meditations, your affirmations, you could scribe, you could write, or even as I burn the candles, or even as you actually communicate with your spirit guides or whatever. And as you receive messages, or as you grow, or you could even read a book and learn, and it could actually shape-shift you spiritually. For instance, for those that are religious, when you read the Bible and you get that emotion inside yourself like, oh, this is so good for me or whatever, and you learn something, then you go in your day and you start applying what you've learned, you've spiritually shape-shifted, especially when it becomes your routine or you've practiced it so much that it becomes your habit. You spiritually shape-shifted. So there's also the mental part. You shape shift mentally, and that comes from learning, experience, even mistakes we made, pains or joys, whatever we feel and whatever categories we put it into that we accept as good for us or bad for us or however, then we shape shift mentally. Now, there are people who have meditated certain imbalances because we're all energy, right? We're all thought, we're all energy. Everything vibrates and the universe is mental. So there are people that have used certain tools, right? I say, to heal themselves from various imbalances or dis-ease or diseases in their bodies. And they're shape-shifting. They're shape-shifting, right? There are people who do Reiki, right? They could take, they clear out blockages in your chakra system, your kundalinis, and balance energies, right? And they change your auric field, and that's shape-shifting. The other thing I want to talk about is the power of the mind, because there's a part of the mind that, even though it is interconnected to the conscious, it's not necessarily the subconscious or the programming. For instance, the first time you was born out your mother's womb, you had to take your first breath. And they like to call it an automatic response. But that first breath, you had to learn how to breathe, right? Once you learned how to breathe and you continue to do it and it became a habit, now your brain does it automatically. And you don't have to tell yourself, oh, I need to breathe. You can tell yourself, oh, hold your breath or take a deeper breath. But usually you breathe without thinking about it. Normally. So, these are just anomalies of the mind. So if the mind controls the body, and the mind says heartbeat, and the heartbeat, blood flow, the mind will tell the body organs in your body and different things in your body that you may not even have knowledge that is in your body, in your conscious mind, to function. Right? So if we tap into that, right, we could use it to heal ourselves. We could use it to change what we look like, change how we act, change how we think. And there's no limit to what we can do depending on how high we can vibrate and how many combinations we can put together as energetic alchemists, as co-creators. Ashe, I say. Ashe. Yes, I. So we can use tools and different things to do that. That's where your meditation comes in. Mudras, using any of your five senses: smell, sight, taste, touch, and hearing. Right? This right here all right, that's a sound shapeshift. Reason being is because chimes and bells clear out negative energy with sound, right? And therefore shapeshifts energetically. See? So we have to start applying all of the universal principles to everyday life and different things like that, so we can apply these things, because this is where your power is, co-creator, gods and goddesses, light workers and healers. What? Originals, indigenous, victorious. I'm sorry. Okay. So we taking the five senses. Now imagine tapping into your sixth sense, right? Which would be, right above your crown chakra, or having that connection between your crown chakra and the next set of kundalinis, risings, because there are a lot higher chakras than just the seven. The seven are the ones. There are a lot more than just seven right here. But as you elevate past the crown chakra and so forth, and going into the fourth dimension has its own set of kundalini, has its own chakra system. The 5D has another set. You see what I'm saying? But we gotta start from the foundation. We gotta build the pyramid where the foundation, right, is solid. So as we go up, nothing can knock us off. I say that's sacred geometry. So I just wanted to put that out there. That was something that was coming to me, especially because I'm in the process right now of shape shifting. And when I get to a point where I've shape shifted to where I'm more comfortable getting on camera, I will be getting on camera live face to face, so you could see my face and my physical more. But again, I'm shape shifting. I also wanted to make a point to say that I lit these candles, right? We're gonna do some affirmations, right? The purple I lit, and the affirmation is: I am connected and guided by my higher self, my ancestors, way showers, and guides for my greater good. Ashe, I say. Ashe, I say. The white one. I am safe and highly protected in my universe. Ashe, I say. And the green. I am abundant. Wealth flows to me easily because it is my birthright. And there's enough to go around. Ashe, I say. Ashe, I say. And I'm going to let you go. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay tuned. There will be some giveaways, contests, and also we're going to do some challenges together as we go through the series of shape shifting and the universal laws. We're going to, I have some challenges for us to do for a certain period of time to test it out. And I hope you all contribute and come and give your comments on either something you've already experienced or how the challenge is working. And we're gonna grow together, family, as one.